Okay, it's been a long day, but I finally finished the brand new Netflix anime series, and that is Trese, which is based on a comic book series. I was very interested in this, so I had to binge through it late this evening. Finally got through it. No spoilers in this review. I need you guys in the comments down below. What do you think, and would you recommend the comics for me to read? Okay, so, set in a place where mythical creatures of Filipino folklore live in hiding amongst humans, Alexandra Trese finds herself going head-to-head with a criminal underworld comprised of malevolent supernatural beings. So when the series started out, I wasn't necessarily getting full-on anime vibes, and I will admit, the first episode, it did take a second to kind of catch on to everything going on because it was moving a little quick for me. Don't worry, we're getting into good stuff here in just a second. But it was just a very different feeling show. It felt more like those Saturday morning cartoons that you'd grow up with, and we're solving a mystery. There's some action, very heavy action scenes. It is this grand-scale adventure exploring the lore of these characters and what Trese's role here is. We get a little bit of an expositional scene at the beginning, just kind of describing her and how she's the one, the chosen one, set to fight these beings, and really the only one that can do it on the level that is needed. So, yes, it's feeding us information, but it's also integral information to get us on board with this character specifically, and really the world. Once the first episode ends, even though I still I need to get on board with the pacing a bit more, I was very intrigued. Then we get into episodes 2 and 3, and I was wondering, why is this TVMA? Yeah, a little bit of blood in the first episode, but nothing too crazy, and is kind of your standard, typical, solving a mystery type show. And then we get into some episodes after that, I'm like, oh, that's the reason. So if you're planning on watching this with younger kids, I don't know if that's the best idea, but then I really got into kind of what this show was going for, and it made for a very fun time. Right? None of the characters stand out as maybe the most fleshed out characters of the year, but I really like what they were going for here, and the most important thing, and I hit on it just a few seconds ago, is the lore and how they really dive deep into that and these creatures that she is fighting and her mentality and kind of her role in this entire thing. She's establishing relationships, and she is, obviously, it's the name of the show. She's put at the forefront. She's the focus, but she's focused on in a way that feels natural, and it's not jumbled. It's not a mess of a show. Every episode, there is a clear goal and a clear angle, and it's only 6 episodes. And each episode is really not very long. I think a criticism could be that I needed a bit more from certain things, so I think it could have been even longer. But that's also a compliment in a way, saying I was invested enough and entertained enough to say that I would want more. When it comes to the animation style, again, not what you think of when you think anime, but I didn't mind it, and I thought it was fun enough and solid enough visually to get us through some of those more lackluster moments. So at the end of the day, when we're talking about entertaining anime series on Netflix, I had a good time with this, because there's so much there that we can dive into in the future, and so much there with this character. She really is. She's just a B.A. character. Witchcraft, magic, all of that crazy demonic stuff that, you really get into when they're providing us an interesting mystery, and they're definitely doing that with this show. So I had an easy watch. It was a quick watch. 6 episodes, not too bad at all. And Trese is definitely worth a watch, in my opinion, on Netflix. So, as for my score, before I give you guys that, thanks so much for watching this brief review. It's been a really busy week, but you know what? We're still trudging, and we have more reviews to come, and this actually provided some of the best entertainment I've had all day, so I'm glad I watched it. I'm going to 75% for this Netflix anime show. Really good time. I would love to know what you guys think, and again, don't know too much about the comic book series that this is based off of. I don't think it's a manga. I think it's a comic book series. But I would love to know, is that a recommendation, and did you enjoy this show? Flesh your thoughts out in the comments, and stay tuned, because tomorrow we have more Netflix reviews coming your way for Wish Dragon, and a very special show that's bringing us part 2. See if you can guess what that is. All right, guys. I'll see you soon.